So one of the top questions that I get asked is, Dr. Bruce, how do I sleep better? Well, first of all, there's lots of different reasons why somebody might not sleep so well, but I'm going to give you 5 tried and true things that you can do to sleep better tonight. The first one is keep a consistent bedtime. Most people don't realize it, but the way your internal biological clock works, the more consistent your bedtime and specifically wake up time are, the better off the overall quality of sleep that you're going to have. Turns out that the wake up time is actually even more important than the bedtime. So if, for example, you want to stay out late on Friday night or stay out late on Saturday night, I don't have a big problem with it, but you gotta wake up at the same time, which I know is not too much fun on the weekends, to keep that biological clock ticking. The second thing I tell people about is you want to stop caffeine. I'm not saying stop caffeine forever, and I'm not saying stop caffeine even every day. What I'm asking you to do, though, is to stop caffeine by approximately 2 p.m. Most people don't realize it, but the half-life of caffeine turns out to be between 8 and 10 hours, which means half of it is still in your system 8 or 10 hours later. So if you stop at approximately 2 p.m., that gives you 8 hours to get half of it out of your system, and then it won't affect your sleep if you're trying to fall asleep around 10:30, which, by the way, is kind of the national bedtime around the country. The third thing you want to do is stop alcohol approximately 3 hours before bed. Now notice I didn't say you have to stop alcohol. I don't have a problem if you have a beer, a glass of wine, or a cocktail, or even 2 with dinner. There's nothing wrong with that. It takes the human body approximately 1 hour per alcoholic beverage to metabolize it. So by giving yourself 3 hours from your last drink to lights out, you have the greatest likelihood of burning through that alcohol and having it not affect your ability to get into deep sleep. While alcohol does make you feel sleepy, it keeps you out of the deeper stages of sleep, and that can affect your overall quality. Step number 4 is exercise. The easiest way to improve the quality of your sleep is to exercise. If you can do it daily, fantastic. But some people, if they exercise too close to bedtime, it turns out that they can't fall asleep. Their body gets too revved up. So if you give yourself about 4 hours before bed from when you stop your exercise, you're going to be in much better shape. However, if the only time that you can exercise is at night, I'd rather you exercise and just keep it the back end of your workout to be a little bit slower and a little bit calmer, maybe end with some type of a yoga, stretching, or meditation. And the final thing I tell everybody to do is when you wake up in the morning, go outside and get 15 minutes of sunlight. It turns out that when the sun hits the optic nerve, it resets that biological clock, and that allows for more consistent sleep time, more consistent wake time, and more consistent energy.